Welcome back to my YouTube channel, but if you're new here, my name is Brittany and I'm a Chicago-based lifestyle content creator. So today is Friday. It's the weekend. I feel like, this is probably like a very universal feeling. Like it's always so nice when it comes to be the weekend. And it's like almost 5 o'clock. I do have luckily do have summer Fridays at my job. So I've been done with work for a little bit now, but I'm about to like really dive into my weekend. So I'm getting a facial this evening. Actually, my appointment's in an hour. I want to leave in like a few minutes because I want to stop by like a little shop along the way. So I'm doing that tonight. Excited to go get a facial. It's like a really nice way to like start the weekend. When I get facials, I usually do get them on Friday evenings because it's just like you just like ease into the weekend. Like it really takes all the stress off of you. I feel like you leave it all behind. You start the weekend with a fresh face. So I'm doing that tonight, and I want to stop by Four-Sided, like this little card shop on the way, get like a Father's Day card because this weekend is Father's Day, and on Sunday I'm going to the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever WNBA game. Shout out to the girlies with my family, like for Father's Day. And so I need my dad a Father's Day card, but going along with that, I need to get some Chicago Sky, specifically like Angel Reese though merch. So depending on like what time my facial is done, which I should be able to do this afterwards, I'm gonna run down to like a sports store, I think, and try to find something to wear because I'm excited for that. So like that's probably the gist of what I'll do tonight. Probably pick up something good to eat. Probably gonna watch probably watch some Bridgerton. I watched the first 2 episodes last night, and then I need to like finish the last two now. And like all day I've kind of been thinking about like the last 2 episodes. It's just kind of annoying that we're gonna have to wait like another 2 years now for the next season. But anyway, all that being said, I need to like get up and get moving so that I can head out and go to my facial. But as always, I'm excited for the weekend. Excited to take you along on my weekend because I do think it's gonna be chill, but also I think like a very fun summer weekend. And with that, I am off to start the weekend off with a little bit of pampering and get that facial. So I'm back home. It's 9 p.m. and I'm not even kidding. It feels like the middle of the night. Like it's like 2 a.m. or something. I am just I feel like drained. That facial was 15,000 out of 10 though. It was so nice. It's the place I go to all the time. I try to get a facial every like 3 to 4 months or so. So like a couple times a year. And I feel like it does just keep my skin like, I have to still get like a little like breakouts here and there, but I feel like as I'm aging, especially, I'm just trying to go to keep my skin in like good health. And I literally fell asleep on the table, and I don't know how long I was asleep. I was probably maybe like just a few minutes, but like during the face massage, I was already tired like before I went, and I was just so relaxed. And I don't like really ever take naps or anything, so like that it's kind of odd for me. And I literally like woke myself up because I could feel myself falling into a deep sleep, and I maybe was like low-key snoring. Like I feel like I started breathing heavy, and I was like, oh my god, I was asleep. But it was so nice. I left there and I went to Rally House, which there was no Chicago Sky merch at all there. And I even went to 2 other like sports stores that were in the area too, and I was literally like, did we not make Title IX? Like, isn't that not like a federal law, quote unquote, now? Like, it has been for a while, like meant that things have to be equal between the sexes in terms of sports. I know I'm just literally talking about merch, but they didn't have any WNBA stuff at all. Like, there was everything, like at Rally House specifically. There were even had like U of I, and there was another college like merch thing that they had there too. The Bulls, the Bears, the Blackhawks, tons of cup stuff. So it was like by Wrigley. And I even like went to the like register to ask. I was like, I just want to double check and make sure I'm not missing anything, but do you guys have any Chicago Sky merch? And the girl goes, is that like a brand? And I was like, oh my god, women, we have to do better. This is so sad. And I was like, no, the WNBA team. And she goes, Yeah, I don't think we have that. We might get it soon. I don't know. So anyway, all that to say, I didn't find anything that I needed, so I'm gonna try to probably go to Dick's tomorrow. And then I stopped by Small Cheval on my way home to get something to eat, and I got wings, which I've never had from Small Cheval before, but once I was there, I was like, I don't know if I really want a burger. I should have just got a burger because those wings, I mean, I love wings, so maybe I'm a tough critic. Those wings were like mediocre. And I read some reviews and most of them were good. There were like one or two bad ones. If I see that somewhere, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sure they're probably fine. But like, I agree with everything that was in those bad reviews. So like, I probably wouldn't get those again. They're just like, were a little undercooked. And I only ate a couple of them, so maybe I'll like warm up, like cook them a little more tomorrow. But I did get a really delicious milkshake that I drank on the way home because I walked like halfway home and then took the bus the rest of the way. That was delicious. It was a seasonal, I think they called it a seasonal milkshake. It was just cookies and cream, but that was really good. Anyway, I think now I'm about to turn on Bridgerton. I honestly might not, I don't even know if I'll finish both of those episodes. I might only end up watching one because I'm just sleepy and it's already 9 o'clock anyway. And I also woke up really early this morning. I woke up at like 5 a.m. Not because I had anything to do, just because like my body woke me up and I couldn't go back to sleep. That's probably why I'm tired. But I'm gonna watch a little Bridgerton, probably call it a night, and then try to start the day fresh tomorrow. Good morning. It's a new day. It's Saturday. Yeah, now it's Saturday. I'm doing my morning skincare routine and I'm about to use a new moisturizer that I got yesterday from my esthetician after my facial. I should not have bought this. Like I'm having buyer's remorse. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a really good moisturizer, but so it was a little bit on the expensive side. I think it was like about $50, which I mean, even moisturizers at like Sephora are about that price too, but then I would also be able to get my employee discount. But I did need I'm in the market for a gel moisturizer because I need like a lighter weight one now for summer because the one I've been using I feel like is a little bit too heavy for like how hot and humid it's been lately. And so this is what she used on me and I was caught up in the moment as I always am and I bought it. But anyway, I liked it. I just probably did not need to buy it, but you know what? You live and you learn. I cannot take it back. So anyway, okay. So last night I did watch one episode of Bridgerton and then I started getting pretty sleepy. Like I almost didn't think I was going to make it through the whole episode. It's getting good. So I only have one episode left and like I just don't know how this season's gonna wrap up in this one episode. So I mean, I guess I'll stay tuned. Maybe I'll give my final thoughts on part 2 of this season once it's over. I just like forgot until like the season started, like how freaky deaky this show can get. So it's always a little bit of a jump scare. Anyway, so and then I literally went to sleep. Like I feel like I barely made it into my bed. And then, I mean, it's already 10:30 this morning. So this morning I was on the wait list for a Pilates class and I didn't get in. I mean, it's not until 11:30, but I still it's 10:30 now and I was still number 2 on the wait list. So like 2 more people would have to cancel. And at this point, no one's going to, I'm sure, because they'd have to pay. So I just like caught my losses and moved on. I was like, then I can stop checking the wait list. And I took Rumi on like a walk. We went on like a little kind of normal morning time walk. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna lounge and like lean into this rest day. So drank my coffee out on the patio or out on my balcony and just did my skincare obviously. And I need to like make something for breakfast. I don't know what I'm gonna make, but I need to make something because actually I'm getting a little bit hungry. Oh, I need to put some sunscreen on too. So I've been using this sunscreen recently. It's the Innisfree. Yeah, Innisfree. This like won't focus. So it's this Innisfree, just like basic daily UV sunscreen. And I really like it. It's like a very nice, like it truly is like no cast, like no white cast. Anyway, and then I'm taking Remy to boarding today. Since I'm going to that basketball game tomorrow in Indianapolis, and it's like almost 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to get back. Then the game, of course, I just didn't want to leave her like here all day long by herself. So I'm gonna take her to the Bow Wow Lounge to. She didn't hear me just now because she like usually freaks out when she hears me say the Bow Wow Lounge for boarding. And so I'm gonna drop her off like this afternoon. But I really am determined to find some Chicago Sky merch. So like I just don't know why this is so hard. So I am gonna go to Dick's, and then I guess like I don't know where to go if I don't find anything there. I mean, there's all those like sports stores downtown, so I don't really want to go downtown, but we'll see. Hopefully I can just find something at Dick's. So anyway, I'm gonna do that. I kind of was thinking about going to the beach today, maybe. So we'll see how much time I have left, like in my afternoon and evening. And then otherwise, TBD on what I'm gonna do with the rest of my day. I like luckily don't have any like chores, like home stuff that I need to do. Like I don't have any laundry or anything to do, nothing to really clean up. So I surely can like do whatever I want today, which will be nice. So anyway, all that to say, now that I'm done with my skincare, I am gonna make a little bit of something for breakfast. Okay, so it's now like well into the afternoon. It is 12:20. Okay, I shouldn't say well into the afternoon. That's dramatic, but it is the afternoon. I'm about to head out to take Remy to the Bow Wow Lounge. I don't want her to hear me. But before I do, if you watched my vlog from my recent trip to Stockholm, you saw that I went to the Acne, what's it called? The Acne Archive, like Acne Studios outlet. And I got some trousers, which I have on right now. And in that video, I was like, I think these are something I'm gonna wear all the time. I literally have been wearing them all the time. This is now like, I've been back for a month. And this is probably like at least the fourth time I've worn them, but they're just such like a nice elevated basic. So, okay, here they are. Like they're just basically like, I don't know, like joggers kind of, but since they're like the material, these actually fit pretty well too. I really do like the fit of them, but I'm just going to, oh yeah, the material is like a little bit iridescent. And then I really love this little like detail on the leg. I don't know if this is even showing up good on camera, but anyway, I actually am obsessed with it. And then I have on these little earrings I literally just bought from Target the other day. So I'm trying to get back into wearing fun jewelry because I used to wear, I feel like, really fun earrings all the time and just like jewelry in general. And then I stopped. I probably because of the pandemic and I wasn't really going anywhere, but I just bought these and I feel like they're again a nice little fun piece with this like very basic outfit that I have on. Anyway, all that to say, I'm about to head out to take Remy. Remy, do you want to go to the Bow Wow Lounge? It's our favorite place. She literally just jumped up and looked at me. And then hopefully find some WNBA merch because like at this point, like I just don't understand what is so hard about it. You want to go to the Bow Wow Lounge? All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm back home and I'm honestly kind of exhausted. I mean, it's 3:45, so that took me like a few hours to kind of do all of those things. So I obviously dropped Rumi off. I finally found some WNBA merch at Dick's. And they actually had a decent amount of stuff there. I mean, they had a decent amount of like the variety of their assortment was good. But like some of the sizes and some of the like cuter stuff, well, cuter in my opinion, stuff was sold out. And like I asked one of the employees because I was looking for something in a different size, and he was like, "This is all that we have." He was like, "This stuff has been selling like crazy," and I was like, "Yeah, because there's nowhere else in the city to buy any WNBA merch." And like, hello, this is such a huge. I could go on like a whole entire TED talk about this and how women are so overlooked as like a huge demographic in terms of like buying things, and this is a perfect example because so many of these other stores could be getting the same business that Dick's is getting, but they're not even carrying the merch. So I did find, like I said, I found some stuff. I had stuff for basically like my entire family, but I got this shirt for myself. It's actually, I wanted it in white, but like I said, they didn't have a lot of sizes. So they had like an extra large and then like a small, or it looked like a baby shirt. But the black is actually kind of cute too. So, I mean, I'm an Angel Reese fan. I feel like maybe more than the Chicago Sky. Sorry, call me a bandwagon fan, but I am. And so it's like a really cute like Angel Reese shirt. It's like Angel, oh, the Angel of Chicago. And then this shirt, so this is the shirt that I like actually wanted, but they only had it in an extra large and an extra extra large, and these are basically like unisex sizes. So I mean, maybe I'll go back and get it, or maybe it'll go on sale like at the end of the season. But it's a really cute, like it's giving like 2000s airbrush t-shirt, but I got this for my mom, and then just like a couple of the basic. So we are gonna look like an Angel Reese stan family, but okay, like a basic Chicago Angel Reese shirt too. So I got those. There were two other girls, and I think they were sisters that were in there also like looking for merch at basically the same time I was. And they like came over with an employee, and they like were acting kind of like not stressed, but like I was feeling there a similar type of energy coming from them that was coming from me of like, we gotta find this stuff. And so then I asked them, I was like, "Oh, are you guys going to the game tomorrow?" And they were like, "We are." I was like, "Same." And they're like, "We're just trying to find merch. We can't really find any." I was like, "Hello, yeah." And then I told them about that interaction that I had where the girl or the person working there was like, "What's the Chicago Sky?" And the girls, both of their jaws dropped, and I was like, that was my exact reaction as well. So all this to say, like, we need to support women more. That's like a complete sentence, period. So maybe I'll say them tomorrow at the game. Anyway, also since I was in Lincoln Park at the Dick's Sporting Goods there, and I remembered that I wanted to go to Trader Joe's because I'm out of coffee beans, and I love the coffee beans from Trader Joe's. They're like, to me, some of the best tasting, but also the best value, like for how much you get, like for the price. So I went to the Trader Joe's. It's like right over there. And going to Trader Joe's without a list literally just vibes. Well, I guess my list was coffee beans, but I started picking up random stuff. I luckily only had a basket, so I could only put so much in there, but I got a few fun things. So I got the coffee beans. So these are like my go-to coffee beans. This whole thing I think is $14.99, and it lasts for a while. I mean, this is 28 ounces. Yeah, 28 ounces. This is again like a go-to, this coffee creamer. A few frozen meals. I just kind of grabbed these as I was just sort of browsing through the store, and I love all of these. So these like Indian cuisine inspired meals. The lamb vindaloo. This is probably my favorite. And then chicken tikka masala and butter chicken, and then obviously some garlic naan. For both of those, I might have one of those for dinner tonight. These I've never seen before, and they looked so good. Shrimp, some mini shrimp bao buns. These sound really good. Oh, and it does come with a dipping sauce. Or do I want these for dinner? See, this is my, I guess it's lunchtime now. I can have a couple. This is my most toxic trait when it comes to grocery shopping, is then I come home and I'm like, well, now I kind of want everything at this exact moment. These, I don't think I've ever seen before either in this flavor. So it's coffee beans. So it's the mini hold the cone ice cream cones, which these are classic. Oh, I forgot that I got these. The mini, like kebabs. They're like beef patty. Well, they say beef patties, but they're basically kebabs. So like beef kebabs, some sorbet. I love an ice cream, especially in the summer. And then some ginger chews. Because like, I don't know, it's always nice to have some ginger chews on hand. So after I went to Trader Joe's and I came home, I'm now home. It's honestly, it's really humid and like kind of hot. When I was like out, I even had to buy a Gatorade while I was out on my errands because I haven't had enough water this morning. And so I was feeling a little dehydrated already. And then it was hot and I also have those fans on because it's not, I didn't think it was as hot as it was. It's just humid that it feels so much hotter. So I was like, I have to get a Gatorade, or not to be dramatic, but I'm gonna pass out. So I bought a Gatorade at Dick's and chugged it. But all that to say, it's pretty warm. Like I think well, now it's cooling down a little bit. It's like 85 with like 50 something percent humidity. So it doesn't, I don't like being hot. Like it makes me feel uncomfortable. And it's still so early. It's technically not even summer yet, but it's still so early in the like year to be this hot. So I think that also just makes it feel a little bit tough. But all that to say, I'm not gonna go to the beach today. I don't feel like trekking. It's not that far of a trek, but I don't feel like walking over there and sitting outside in this weather. I might sit on my patio, on my balcony. But anyway, I also have a vlog that I want to edit that I really want to post by the end of the week, and I haven't even started editing it yet. So I'll probably do that, chill, relax, cool down a little bit. And then honestly, I need to go to bed at a decent hour. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. I don't need to be thinking about bedtime, and then like maybe make something like nice and fun for dinner. Also, like since Rumi's gone, it's a little weird. I always am like sad if she doesn't come and greet me at the door, but it's now like I can kind of do whatever I want. I don't have to like also think about like feeding her and taking her out and stuff. So that's kind of nice. But anyway, I'm gonna chill on the couch for a little bit and figure out what to do with the rest of my evening. I've eaten dinner, I've showered, I've done my nighttime skincare, I have my robe on, and it's 9 p.m., literally 9:02 to be specific, on a Saturday night. And like, you know what? I couldn't be happier. I am pretty tired, to be honest. Surprise, surprise. But what I have actually been pretty productive in these past like couple hours. So I did get about, I would say probably 80% of that vlog edited. It's my Copenhagen travel vlog. I don't remember if I said that. So I'll definitely finish editing it in the next like couple days. And so make sure to check that out if you haven't already, because it'll definitely be up before this vlog is posted. Oh, and while I was doing that though, I rewatched, so House of the Dragon season 2 starts tomorrow. And so I rewatched the season finale from season 1, so episode 10 of season 1, just to like re-ground myself and like what is going on, where are my characters, like, or like what are my storylines with my characters. And wow, I cannot wait for that show to start back up. I mean, I don't know about other people, but I ride for Rhaenyra. Like, she is my queen. Any war crimes that her and Daemon are about to be committing starting tomorrow evening, I stand with them. So it's just, that show is so good. Like, it's honestly, I think, better than Game of Thrones. And I did like Game of Thrones, but I think I just like it better. I think probably too because it is like mostly female leads. And I feel like that just always makes the show a little bit better. So I did that, ate dinner. I even did the dishes, which I'm really bad at doing the dishes at night. So my like kitchen is clean, and I'm about to watch the final episode of Bridgerton, which I'm excited for. And I think I'm also gonna do, so I started knitting, I guess you could say. Is this called, yeah, it is technically called knitting, like hand knitting, that little cushion. And it was like a work team building exercise or like activity that we did actually just yesterday. And so I did it during the activity, but like it's a little bit too big, and like I actually ran out of, like you can see right here, I ran out of yarn halfway through, or like close to the end. So I'm gonna take it apart and like redo it, and I think I'm gonna do that like while I'm watching TV. Honestly, probably go to sleep after Bridgerton's over, because I am going to get up decently early to like go to the game tomorrow. Me and my sister are going to head out at like around 8 o'clock. So with that being said, let me turn on Bridgerton. Curious to see how this episode wraps up. I have read some and like seen some spoilers, so I know some things, but not a lot of the details. So I'm excited to watch. it's Sunday, it's game day. I, as always, am running a little bit late. But I also always set like, I don't want to say unrealistic, but kind of unrealistic time frames for myself to get ready in. Because I need to go pick up a rental car that me and my sister are driving to Indianapolis for the game. And I mean, it's like right by, the rental car place is right by where she lives, or like where I'm picking up the car from. I just rented it through like Avail. Car sharing is right by where she lives, but I was gonna take the train there this morning. Just like, I'm gonna try to take the train as often as I can. A, it's less expensive, and just like, you know, the environment, etc., etc. But like, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to take the train. I'm gonna have to take an Uber, which is fine. So the time I wanted to leave was gonna allow me time to take the train. But even if I leave in the next like 30 minutes, I'll be fine, which I should probably be ready in like probably 15 or 20. Oh, so I did finish watching Bridgerton last night, and well, I only had one episode left to watch. So wow, many thoughts. First of all, I do want to say, I think I said this yesterday, I kind of always forget how just like freaky sometimes that show can get. I will say, if they don't use Tinashe, instrumental version of Tinashe's Nasty in next season, Is Somebody Gonna Match My Freak, that song, that Tinashe song, then like that's really popular right now. It's really a missed opportunity. But so I know there's a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about this season. This season in general. I thought it was still pretty good, but I'm not like overly critical about stuff like that because it's kind of like, it's a TV show, it's a fantasy. It's supposed to be pretty low stakes. It's just not that deep, I guess is like maybe what I'm trying to say. Like, just go with it, watch it, enjoy it, or don't enjoy it. But I enjoyed it. Okay, I had to pull out my little handheld fan because I was sweating a little bit. Probably because I just drank some coffee, like chugged some, and was running around a little bit. Anyway, I thought the season was pretty good. Penelope, I just like want Penelope to win always. So that's like, I think mostly why I liked it a lot. And Colin is a little annoying. Like, he was kind of annoying even earlier in the season. And then once like he found out she was spoilers ahead if you haven't watched. But once he found out she was Lady Bridgerton, or I'm sorry, Lady Whistledown, he was immediately jealous. And like, it was pretty, I thought it was kind of obvious. And then like the more that they talked about it, he like was like very clearly jealous. And I'm like, why are you a hater? Granted, like that is probably historically accurate for the time, but I don't know. I thought it kind of like everything had like a happy ending at the end. Like, Penelope and her sisters all had their babies that are like, I mean, Penelope's is a little bit younger, but like roughly the same age. She had a boy that's going to be like the new Lord Featherington. Violet, I hope Violet, and I can't remember what that man's name is, Lady Danbury's brother, I hope they like have a love connection, a true love connection next season. What's his name? Benedict, you know what? Live your life, do what you gotta do. I just like, I'm confused like how, again, it's like of the times, but like the boys just get to run around and do whatever they want, and the girls have to like get married like immediately. Okay, what are some of my other just like quick thoughts? Oh, I'm curious. I also have not read any of the Bridgerton books. Maybe that's also why I like approach it with pretty low stakes. But I was gonna say I don't really know what Eloise's storyline is gonna end up being like, because I'm curious of like what she'll do like while she's in Scotland with Francesca and Lord Kilmartin. Oh, and that like moment that Lady Bridgerton Lady Bridgerton, Violet, and Lady Danbury had, where like it was like a throwback to Queen Charlotte, where she like was talking about how Lady Danbury and Charlotte, or Violet's dad, had that little something going on for a while, as like acknowledging like, okay, yeah, I knew there was something going on, but like, you're still my friend and I love you, was like kind of sweet. I'm curious also to see how the storyline with like Francesca seemingly being like in love with her husband's female cousin, seeing how that will unfold. I know people are like online, some people are not happy about that either, but again, watch the show or don't watch it. And then what else? Okay, maybe those are like literally all of my thoughts, but like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I do think that Netflix needs to figure out whatever with their production so that things don't have to take 2 full years, because like the next season of Bridgerton won't be out until 2026, which like that's just kind of insane in my personal opinion. Like, I don't even know if I like in 2 years will still be interested in watching this show. I guess we'll see. I doubt it. Kind of, I mean, maybe I will, but like 2 years is a long time. Like, who knows? Something else better could come along in that time frame. But anyway, those are my closing Bridgerton thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting ready. Hopefully in the next like at 10 minutes or less, which I think is very doable, and get ready to head out to the game. All right, it took me, yeah, less than 10 minutes to finish getting ready, which thank God. So I put on some more fun earrings. These I actually got from this little boutique that I went to in Stockholm, actually on Vaxholm, but I really liked them. I mean, they were pretty inexpensive. I don't remember how much they were, but I thought they were really cute and I really liked them. Okay, but before I leave, quick fit check. So I have that shirt on that I got yesterday, and I did this cute little tucking thing that I saw on TikTok. I'll actually try to show it on the screen because I mean, it was really easy, but it looks kind of cute because it's a little bit oversized. And then these jeans, they're called denim trousers, we'll call them jeans, from Uniqlo that I'm kind of obsessed with. I just really like them. They're like a little bit of a lighter denim fabric too, so they don't feel like as heavy, and they're just like really comfortable to wear. That's the look of the day. Oh, and then I'm just throwing on my shoes that are like by the front door, which I've been wearing these shoes out too. They're like these Sam Edelman sneakers that I bought like to go to Stockholm. Just have some like nice sneakers to kick around in, and they are really comfy, and I feel like they look really cute too, so I like them a lot. But before I leave, I forgot to share the Father's Day card that I ended up getting. So I got a card from Four-Sided that I went to on Friday, and I mean, they always have really cute cards there. Okay, now that I'm looking at this, I didn't realize there's a pair of underwear on the front of this too, which is like a little weird. So I feel like Father's Day cards are some of the hardest to buy because they're weird, way weirder than Mother's Day cards. Like, they're either like a soliloquy written by like Shakespeare professing how much you like love your father, which that's beautiful if like that's you and your dad, but feels a little weird. Or they're like about grilling and burping and farting, and I'm like, that's also weird. So I found this one. Four-Sided usually has really good card options. Their Father's Day ones were still a little in the same weird vein, but I thought this was like a cute middle of the ground one. So it's like, you've got style. This is, I don't know how I didn't realize those were underwear until literally right now. But this is what I got for my dad, and then it's like blank on the inside. So I just wrote a little message, but then I need to send this card literally like today, probably tomorrow realistically. So I have it sitting out, but I also got this from Four-Sided too. It's a birthday card for my friend Leah, and she'll have gotten this before this vlog is shared, but I bought several of these when I saw them a couple months ago to like give to a few friends for their birthdays, but it is Cowboy Carter inspired. Be hot, it's your birthday. Isn't that so cute? So that's just a card I'm excited to give to someone. So, okay, I need to put my shoes on, leave. I might be able to take the train. That might be pushing it, so I'll probably just take an Uber just so I don't have to be like rushed or anything. And next time you see me, I'll probably be pulling up to the game. Literally 12 hours later, and I just am like back home sitting down on my couch. Like, that's not at all how I saw like the last part of the back half of my day going. It took us over 3 hours to get home, or to get back to Chicago from Indianapolis. Like, I want to say it took like close to 3.5 hours, which like it really, I mean, you could get to Chicago from Indianapolis in like 2 hours, or whatever, vice versa, the opposite of what I just said. Get to Indianapolis from Chicago in about 2 hours, 2.5, like maybe like if maybe 2:45 if there's like some little traffic or something going on, because I want to say it took us just about 2.5 hours to get there, which was like fine. And it took us over 3.5 hours to get back, which was crazy. Like, we left at like just before 3 o'clock Central Time, and got back at 6:30 Central Time. So I was like rushing to get back because I needed to pick Rumi up from boarding by 6 o'clock tonight, or I would like get charged for another day. So I was kind of panicked. But I mean, I got there, it was like 6:25, and they like just let me like pick her up late. So then I like came back, dropped her off at my apartment, dropped my sister off at home, and then dropped off the rental car. And now I'm back home. So what a journey. But honestly, the game was so fun. I'm obviously so glad that we went. Now I want to go to more Chicago Sky games. That was my first WNBA experience. And like, I've been to like I don't know, a decent amount, like 10 or so NBA games, but that was my first WNBA experience. I will say, I don't know if this is like all WNBA or if this is just the Indiana Fever fans. There was a lot of booing going on, way more than I've seen at any other like sporting game. Like every time, I mean, Angel Reese is who was mostly going up to make like foul shots, but every time she or anyone from the Chicago Sky was going up, they were booing like crazy. So, I mean, the crowd was loud. Like, it was fun. Like, I do like basketball games because they're pretty fast paced. Like, they're like baseball games can be a little long going too, but like that was like the perfect amount of time. So then after the game, me and my family went and like to this sandwichy or like calzone shop that was right across the street from Gatebridge Fieldhouse where the game was. And we had like just some quick little food or some little like calzones, and they had really cool, this is gonna sound lame, but really cool sodas there. And I'm not even like a soda person, but they had like root beer and red cream soda like in the fountain, which was really good, or out of the fountain, which was really good. And then it was like about 100 degrees out today. And so like even just the few blocks to walk from like where we parked from the like stadium or from the arena felt so long. But anyway, then we walked back and then made the trek back home. I'm so glad that I was like semi-productive yesterday because like my day is over now. Like I'm about to probably order something to eat and watch House of the Dragon and like veg out and go to bed. So I am glad I did what I needed to do yesterday. Anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Overall, this was, as always, a great weekend. It was really nice to like see my family. I mean, I just saw my parents a couple weeks ago, but it was good. It's always good to see them, and it was like a fun way to spend Father's Day. Again, now I'm like a huge now I'm Chicago Sky or Angel Reese's #1 fan. But that was fun. Getting a little R&R in and getting my facial on Friday. So anyway, thank you for coming along with me on my weekend. If you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you do go to like any Chicago Sky games, leave me a comment and let me know what the vibe is, because now I'm like trying to go to more. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.